Now we actually see Boruto and the others helping Jugo to take care of the affected birds. With Jugo was able to remove the curse marks, they actually decide to put yellow tags on them to make sure they are actually clear. But we actually knew what actually causing the birds to get affected by the curse marks. We don't know who's actually is doing it. But we also do realize that Jugo is actually was able to remove the curse marks, but he also need to be injected with tranquilizers to help him suppress his rampage, which Sarda had given him his tranquilizers every 3 hours to have him suppress them. So he actually is grateful for their help, and they actually knew that he actually gonna be on their watch the whole time, which means that the villagers have actually watching them as well, knowing the fact that we don't know who actually is causing the birds to be infected. We can say that we actually have good ideas on who, which we've seen how Juko actually does his routine, clearing the birds of the infection, then injecting himself with tranquilizers, headed to the cave and wear it all out. In which, during the morning, we actually seen the birds have actually got out of the cage when Tusaka actually told them that the birds that Jugo was going after them. But we actually seen that he's actually going to be on a rampage with Sarada is going to get the tranquilizers, but they all disappeared as well as the ones in the cave, which we seen him transform into his rage mode, and he actually go on a rampage, and they actually fight to keep him under calm. As he actually fighting the villagers, we seen the researchers from the land of the river actually put tranquilizer darts to actually help him calm down, which they are actually powerful narcotics, which the chief actually thanks them for it, but they also frame Boruto and the others for whatever happens, as the villagers have ID'd the man, actually ID Juko, which they actually was deceived by him, but they actually claim that Boruto and the others are actually responsible. So now they are framing them for the birds to be infected. However, Boruto didn't actually have anything to do with it because they actually say that their teammates are actually trying to get backup. But they actually bring Wasabi and Namida in on stretchers as they found unconscious and they are actually been infected. But Sumire actually wasn't there with them because she was actually disappeared during the attack. We actually seen how they were affected by a brother and sister, which they actually fought Wasabi and Nabida, and they affected them as well. But Sumire actually used Nub to disappear, in which the brother and sister are actually disguised themselves as the researchers, as the villagers told Boruto and the others to leave the village. But the leader actually asked Tusaka to stay because they needed his help. So I'm actually think that we actually knew who was responsible for the bird's infection. Now I do actually realize that it was the brother and sisters who disguised themselves as the researchers who was the ones who caused the bird's infection, and they actually framing Boruto and the others for it, including Junko. But I actually knew they were actually responsible for it because something tells me that they're not actually researchers. They are the ones who are actually causing the birds to be affected. So I'm hoping that we're actually going to see the truth actually revealed on the episode next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Till then, this anime guy right here saying sign out. Laters.